Today, we'll have a look at the least played champion of the entire expansion so far. We'll answer important questions like, why is he played so little, what is his favorite pizza, and how, or rather if, we can save him from the slump he is in. Before I reveal who our candidate is, try guessing in the comments and see if you get it right.
Table for one, if you'd oblige.
It's Tahm Kench, the oversized toad, with a solid 39.9% win rate, a play rate of basically zero, and all of that while belonging to a well-beloved region in LoR that generally sees a lot of play. What's happening here? To answer that question, we need to have a closer look at Bilgewater. Bilgewater is a region filled with about 132 cards, out of which around 37% are less than or equal to 2 costs. The region is filled with anything and everything, but most of all, it is filled with 5 main card types: Deep, Tentacles, the in-your-face cards like Moray Warden, or all of the different implementations of Elusive, a bunch of odd spells that directly damage the Nexus through one way or another, and lastly, a bunch of situational cards from Neving to any good old plunder effects. Maybe you've already realized it while I was telling you about the cards, but if we have a closer look at our favorite toad, let me just catch him real quick here, and have a look at his abilities, the first thing we realize is he doesn't fit. His ability damages himself whenever he uses it, so is there any heal in Bilgewater? No, of course there isn't. It's a nation of pirates. Do you really think they give a rat's ass about their health? So maybe you're thinking, okay, well, we just need to combine him with a region with a lot of healing, to which I say, okay, let's try that. Looking at the healing cards, we would be looking at Targon here, that by far run the most healing cards from any region, at least speaking about cards you can use on your own units. So, where's the catch? Well, about the whole Targon thing here, we run into 2 minor problems rather quickly. Bilgewater and Targon only have one really significant interaction that makes them work together, and that's the Star Spring, which is another video in itself, why it just doesn't work at the moment. And then there's the region itself. The whole of Targon is running a solid 47% win rate at the moment, which is absolutely atrocious considering any region should be very close to 50%. If you thought your problems would be ending here with Kench, you would be wrong. Tahm can on top of that convince with one of the least valuable mechanics in the entire game. You spent an eye-watering 4 mana getting a unit out that you rarely or never want to block with. On top of that, if you want to get any value out of Tahm, you need to make him eat stuff. That's at least 2 mana down the drain, yet again. And on top of that, getting Tahm low. Imagine, you swallowed a 4 attack unit, and Tahm Kench is down to 2 health now, and you don't have a way to heal it. Your enemy could delete 6 mana from the face of the world by playing 1 Mystic Shot, which is not great to say the least. So, what can we do to combat that? Can we actually do anything about it at all? Quick answer, no. I had a talk with a few different players about it, and to sum it up, not even Bob the Builder can fix this toad. The longer answer though is a bit more interesting. Firstly, Tahm can work as a pretty decent counter to any Lee Sin or Zoe decks, and if you're more of a gambling man, you can even make him work on ladder. So, if you don't necessarily care about your LP, and you just want to have fun, there's 2 ways you can make this work. Firstly, we have the all-beloved classic, the Happy Meal. I'm not gonna go into too much detail here, but the idea is simple. Star Spring wants your units to be damaged, the deck runs a lot of deal damage to your own units anyways, and a lot of heal making this deck alright. Its biggest problem is that whenever your landmarks gets recalled, you will be very sad. And with all of the rises terrorizing ladder recently, you will have a lot of auto losses with this one. Secondly, we have a self-cooked up theory deck. It doesn't really fix any of the issues from Tahm, but makes the deck a bit less punishable by going with a less Tahm Kench focused approach. Instead of healing Tahm ourselves, we go with a stand swap that gives Tahm regeneration and hopefully saving him that way. On top of that, we run Ravna and Braum, hopefully giving our deck enough value to clutch out most of the matches. As said, this is far from perfect, and you will lose. But before I tell you even more about where this deck is lacking, let me just show you where it actually works. I mean, you know, dentist is always a funny thing to go to. Kind of depends how well you take care of your teeth, pretty much, at least for me. That's how I see it. If you take care, you know, of your teeth well, I, you know, kind of don't care if I need to go to the dentist, but if you have like a hole in your teeth or something, it's never good fun, is it? Okay, we have the +1/+1 onto Tahm. Funnily enough, this deck he's playing is not running a lot of removal. What was I about to say? Yeah, he's not running a lot of removal. So if we actually get to, you know, get our Revenants out with a lot of buffs, there's not a lot you can do against that, right? I'm pretty certain. Because, like, you know, what are you going to do about it? The only thing he has is strikes. And with strikes we can deal if we have like a 20/20 on the field. There's no recalls in there. There's no atrocity in there. I think this might potentially be one of our best matchups. Could be also be one of our worst ones, just because of the value he's going to get in the early late game, but might be one of the better ones, I do think. He probably must be thinking what the fuck we are doing. Spent 700 into Gwen, now she's goldish and made all my days. Gwen is a cutie, eh? What's your plan for the deck? Well, my plan for the deck is create any kind of deck that makes Tahm Kench work, which is not the Star Spring. And the only thing I could really come up with in my head was buffing up the Tahm Kench to ridiculous numbers. So yeah, that's what we're trying to go for here. I think we'll try to swallow any unit just so we can potentially level him up. Let's go with the 2/1 for now. Yumi Tahm, that could also work, yeah. But then if there's any kind of removal going down on Tahm Kench, she would be like double fuck. I don't know what the Frostbite was for. I'm gonna be honest, that made no sense. Let's equip, I don't know, nobody. Let's just pass here. For the 2 Yuumi has Spell Shield. I mean, Spell Shield is very easy to get around if you ask me. 1 Vile Feast and, you know, the Spell Shield basically means nothing at that point anymore. Leaves us an Aatrox dropping, that would be best case scenario. Because then we're free to play the stand swap granted to Tahm Kench. And give him regeneration. That would be absolutely fantastic. Shen-Tahm? I mean, Shen-Tahm. Shen is Demacia. So the first problem I would, you know, think that you will have with that combo is any kind of removal you're still missing. Shen Sionia? Is he? I thought he was Demacia. Might be wrong though. I guess I need to double check that then. Alrighty. Is it risky blocking with that one? I don't think it is. Right? Shouldn't be. We'll see. It is Demacia? Or you mean, am I drunk? It definitely isn't. I'm a bit unsure. No, what were you thinking when you said Demacia? Well, I've checked it up recently. I thought he was Demacia. But, you know, obviously I might be wrong. If we swallow that one... Okay. It's not gonna get the return thingy. Guess we'll try. The only thing I was thinking really is, you know, I thought he wasn't Demacia. That's kind of it. Let's see if there's a strike dropping now. Hopefully not. No, it's okay. That is great. Because that's gonna regen now. And it's probably not gonna die anytime soon. I don't believe. Right? That is very chunky at this point. We'll swallow up the cane. Wait. I think we might be onto a winner here. That could work, right? Not really, because with Shen, you never really want to attack with Tahm Kench, right? And Shen only gives barriers, so yeah. We've made Tahm Kench work though. He's leveled now. He's chonky. My dude is a fucking machine. Let's also just equip him for now. Because why not? He's one chonky Tahm Kench now. There's no way this is gonna die anytime soon. This is one of the funnier things I've seen since quite a while. Could also try baiting him into trading the 5-3. I mean, if he has any kind of buff cards, or, you know, a copy of him. Fair time. I mean, yes. That's kind of his job. He's one fat cunt. He's not blocking that one. I don't know what the fuck he's scared about. Okay, he's blocking like that. Still no way this time is gonna die. He's blocking like this. I'm absolutely happy with that. He's blocking like this as well. This is great. I love this. How lovely. Let's go with the Omen Hawk also. Just to see if we can actually, you know, get a Revner or something out now. We get the Revner and just give everything in our deck plus something. Oh, this is gonna be great. I love it already. Oh yes, the good old 7/6 Everrosen Sentry. That is also, behold, you know. He chonky. 2 mana, 7/6. And it lets us draw 1. Never gonna say no to that. At this point we should be fine swallowing up basically everything. Right? I mean, worst case scenario, he has a second copy of Aatrox and he's just gonna bonk him. But that would also kill the Aatrox. Right. Could play that right now. But that would obviously mean there's no surprise element anymore in playing that. I imagine he's just gonna replay that, trying to kill the Tahm. Let's go with for now. Yeah. Just in case. Go with the +2/+2, because it shouldn't matter. No way this is gonna die now, right? So even if he's playing the second copy of Deathbringer /, it's not gonna kill the Tahm anymore. There's nothing happening at this point. The only thing that could screw us over is another strike or that. Honestly speaking, this might look bad, but we've already leveled the Tahm Kench, and the only value he's getting from that is getting rid of one. But he has no Aatroxes now. He's just shuffled one, and the other one just died. That is like the main part of his deck gone. So I don't know if he should be all that happy about it. Just go with the Anaka. I don't think this is good for him. Yeah, of course you could, you know, re-equip and go with the World Ender, but I don't think that's gonna work as well as he imagines this. Also have a Frost. Yeah, we'll just attack straight away now. See what we get here. Hired gun with 7-8. That is decent. Okay, we're getting one Unforgiving Cold out now. Not too bad. We also have a Harsh Wind now. Would Orn Tahm would work as well. I mean, yeah, it would. But at that point, you don't need to run Tahm anymore to win. And the whole idea I was trying to go for is, you know, making Tahm an integral part of the deck. So, but actually, we might want to try that, right? Doesn't sound that bad. Equipping the Tahm Kench with like a gazillion sounds pretty fun. So yeah, that definitely wouldn't be like the spirit I'm going for. But yeah, why not? Okay, there's a 10-10 Chonker now. Whatever. Don't necessarily mind that. We really want to get one of the Reveners now. Let's go with that. It's not going to really change anything. I think we still want to do or use the Harsh Winds here, but let's see. Probably going to play the Anaka now, I should guess. I don't know about the FR. What's the FR? Alrighty, it's going to be Harsh Winds. Okay, that's one of the worst things you could have gotten here. Alrighty. Go like this. If that dies, that is actually good for us, because we do want to draw some cards here. Sadly, we can't kill the Aatrox, but you know, might as well block here. Why not? Get the Darkened Spear again. We could just attack straight away next turn, and that could be very good, right? I mean, if he has another Frostbite, that's obviously not gonna work, but if he doesn't, he's gonna be dead, right? Wait, what? Why no summon from the Anaka? We have not a single follower in our top cards. Top 6 cards. That's not good, is it? That is very bad. I mean, he's getting very low now, which I guess is good news. Bad news, there's this 10-7 Overwhelm Aatrox. So yeah, that. Just go with that one. We could have just straight up won there if we didn't get, like, Yavla unlucky. But we did. So, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Solani now. I mean, I think we're running, like, a good amount of followers and shit like that, but, you know, probably the game fought otherwise. We do still have enough blockers to survive for some time now. My Joel Fish luck. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the Anaka is at this point just a 8 costs, what is it normally, 6-8 that we play. Because that's not going to summon anything, but okay. Is what it is. As long as we survive next turn, I do still think we win, because Jared, you know, doesn't have a lot of value, but we'll see. We'll see. Kind of depends, you know, what kind of equipment he has in hand, what kind of, you know, draws he's getting now. Sure. If you want to trade your Aatrox that way, I am absolutely fine with that. 10 out of 10 would trade again. That's the only thing I can say about that.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Okay, we do take some damage from that now. Which I'm not too happy about. Can't also save that one. Not great. It's just let him attack here and probably use the regen on the Anaka after that. Because we obviously can't see what he has in hand now. What was Bro thinking? I don't know. That wasn't a good choice, I can tell you that much. Losing the Aatrox here. Yes, he still has, I think, 1 more copy. Right? 2 of them died. No, he has 2 more copies, actually. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that just wasn't a smart decision. This is also not a very smart decision. We can just block that for free. Or not. Right, that one has Hooky. Let's just, I don't know, you will die there. You will die there. We are quite low. Not the greatest ever, not the worst ever. I do still believe we win next turn. Why am I saying that? We could also give this Overwhelm, actually. That might make more sense. Well, he's up to 8 health now. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. We just, you know, want to go for the value then. If we get the Udyr anytime soon, that's gonna be hella chunky. I do think we go for both higher guns now. Because that is not only gonna threaten lethal, that's just straight up gonna kill him next turn. We'll see. And let's see if we actually get a unit this time around. Worst case scenario, he's gonna get the third frostbite. We will see though. Oh, we get something. Started seer. Okay, we'll take it. And that's a GG. We have won with this. Alrighty. So it does work. Somehow. Sometimes. So, after watching this epic battle unfold and my extensive explanations to why Bench the Kench actually is true most of the times, I hope you learned a bit more about the inner workings to what makes a card great and what doesn't, and maybe gave you some fun ideas to play around with yourselves. For now, thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.